Lake Center Christian, Hillsdale, and St. John meet on the Nordson Academic Challenge.
Welcome to the Nordson Academic Challenge. And now, here's your host from News 5, Rob Powers.
Hi, everybody. I am Rob Powers. Welcome to the Nordson Academic Challenge. The challenge today, very simple. These three teams compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics as well. First, we take a look at the team standings because in just 2 short weeks, the top 5 scoring teams will share in a total of $20,000 in grant money from Nordson. The top 3 scoring teams, oh, look how pretty those trophies are. They'll all be back here for our championship finale and compete for a top grant of $6,000 for their school. We get started tonight with our opening match. It's called the Lightning Round, and in this round, all 3 teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We will subtract 10 points for an incorrect answer or no answer. We start all teams with 100 points. Everybody ready? This is a perfect time of year to think about gardens blooming with flowers. See if you can identify the following, all connected in some way with gardens. Here we go. This book of the Bible describes the Garden of Eden. Lake Center Christian.
Genesis.
Genesis, correct. We must cultivate our garden, Voltaire wrote in this satire. Lake Center Christian.
Candide.
Candide, correct. Important ceremonies are held in the White House garden named for this flower. Hillsdale.
The Rose Garden.
Rose Garden, correct. This Babylonian king built the famed Hanging Gardens. Lake Center Christian.
Nebuchadnezzar.
That is correct. This garden is a sports arena in Manhattan. St. John.
Madison Square Garden.
That is it. The mythical garden of Hesperides has this golden fruit. Hillsdale.
Apples.
Apples, correct. In Paris, the Tuileries Gardens adjoin this art museum. Lake Center Christian.
The Louvre.
The Louvre is correct. This U.S. garden state has its capital at Trenton, Hillsdale.
New Jersey.
New Jersey is correct. A successful gardener is said to have a thumb of this. Lake Center Christian.
Green.
Green is correct. All right. For our final lightning round question, we go to Richard Sarosi from the Cleveland Cultural Gardens.
Here at the Cleveland Culture Gardens, each of our areas has its own theme and its own artwork. There is a statue of the composer Franz Liszt in the garden of what European country where Budapest is the capital?
St. John.
Hungary.
Hungary is correct, and that is the end of that round. We'll be back with more Nordson Academic Challenge right after this.
Nordson is pleased to sponsor Academic Challenge. As a premier global industrial technology company, our products are used in everything from automobiles to electronics to medical devices. At Nordson, we have been giving back to communities for 30 years. We support educational programs that teach students from preschool through high school about science, technology, engineering, and math. And we offer scholarships in these fields. At Nordson, we thrive and grow because we innovate. We need you, the best minds of Northeast Ohio, innovating here. Good luck to all of the participants.
Today's judge from Cuyahoga Community College is Associate Dean of Nursing, Ebony Drummer. Ebony, thanks for being here tonight, and we welcome you back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Time now to get back underway with Hot Picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions. A correct response in this round is worth 20 points. There's no penalty for a wrong answer here. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. And first up is the team from Lake Center Christian. Lake Center Christian is a private Christian school offering an accredited preschool to grade 12 education for over 70 years. Students can choose from AP, honors, dual credit, post-secondary, and vocational courses as well. And to pick your questions, we go to Wes from Hillsdale. Wes, we have envelopes 1 through 4.
Number 2.
Number 2. Alrighty, let's remember these questions just for you. All set? Here we go. An ability to add and subtract has been determined in what honey-producing insects that we count on for pollination?
Bees.
Bees is correct. Visitors to Iceland can see what same spectacular natural phenomena that in the U.S. is epitomized by Yellowstone's Old Faithful?
Geysers.
Geysers, correct. The title of astronomer Carl Sagan's book, Pale Blue Dot, was inspired by a photograph taken by Voyager 1 of what planet, third from the sun?
Earth.
Earth is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here is your science question. When a prism breaks up the light in the visible spectrum into its separate colors, violet is refracted most. Which of these is refracted least?
Red.
Red is the correct answer. All Asia was terrified of Temujin, the real name of what Khan, who led the Mongol armies until his death in 1227?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan is correct. If the Montagues had not been feuding with the Capulets, there might have been a happy ending to what Shakespeare play about two star-crossed young lovers.
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet is correct. Let's go back to the monitor. Here is your math question, and we ask you to solve for X. Answer?
-4.
-4 is correct, and that was big because this question is now for the bonus points. The fossil remains of a snake 48 feet long and weighing 2,500 pounds have been discovered in what South American country where Bogota is the capital?
Peru.
Colombia is the answer there, but good job, Lake Center Christian, good job. We are underway. Here we go. Up next, Hillsdale. Hillsdale offers a comprehensive curriculum with a wide range of courses, including several college credit plus courses and an award-winning agri-science and FFA program as well. Extracurricular activities include NHS and Leo Club too. Now for your questions, we go to Gabe from St. John. Gabe, we have 1, 3, and 4 left.
3.
3. Hillsdale, these questions just for you. All set? Here we go. Synthetic diamonds have been made by pressurizing coal that was found in the wreck of what ocean liner sunk by an iceberg in 1912?
The Titanic.
Titanic is correct. Forget chocolate and vanilla. In Japan, you can get ice cream flavored with what kind of snaky fish that has an electric variety?
Eel.
Eel is correct. Yum. 9 years before Nat Turner, Denmark Vesey led an unsuccessful slave revolt in what South Carolina city that later witnessed the shelling of Fort Sumter?
Maryland.
Charleston is the answer. Charleston. Let's go to the monitor. Here is your science question. A solution may be tested for ionization by measuring which of these?
Electrical conductivity.
That is correct. Shelved away in Antarctica is what famous ice shelf, named for an Englishman who shares his name with America's most famous flag maker?
Ross.
Ross is correct. After being rescued from cannibals by the crew of a whaling ship, what American author drew on that experience in writing Typee and Moby Dick? Answer?
Charles Dickens.
Melville. Herman Melville. Let's go to the monitor. Here's your math question. What is the perimeter of this square if its area is 81 square feet?
36.
36 is correct. The Greek historian Thucydides wrote a clear and accurate account of what ancient war between Athens and Sparta?
The Peloponnesian War.
The Peloponnesian War is correct. Way to go, Hillsdale. Our third team today, our final team today, St. John. St. John is a pre-K through 12th grade Catholic school serving the Diocese of Youngstown with a rich and diverse community of faith, instilling in its graduates the values of character, service, and leadership. And for your questions, we come back to Joel from Lake Center Christian. 1 and 4 are left.
4.
4. All right, St. John, these questions just for you. Set? Here we go. In 1911, W.E.B. Du Bois published The Quest of the Silver Fleece, about what crop said to be king in the pre-Civil War South?
Cotton.
Cotton is correct. Quidditch Through the Ages, as narrated by Kenilworthy Wisp, is the most checked out library book at what school of magic?
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts, correct. One biblical story that doesn't have a happy ending is that of Lot's wife, who was turned into a pillar of what substance, known chemically as sodium chloride?
Salt.
Salt, of course it is. Let's go to the monitor. Here is your science question. The middle layer of an animal embryo is known by which of these terms?
Mesoderm.
That is correct. George Meredith wrote his novel The Egoist shortly before what Austrian psychoanalyst presented his theory of the ego id, and superego? Answer?
Rasputin.
Freud, Sigmund Freud. It's not surprising that the Confederate States banned what author's anti-slavery novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin? Answer?
Upton Sinclair.
Harriet Beecher Stowe is the answer there. Let's go back to the monitor. Here's your math question and solve for X.
5.
5 is correct. Way to go. The city of Hiroshima is located on what largest Japanese island, whose name also begins with an H?
Honshu.
Honshu is correct. There you go. And that is the end of that round. We'll be back with more questions and more answers. All coming up after this. Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Before we begin our next round, we recap the scores so far, and we've got a tight one. In third place right now with 240 points, the team from St. John. In second place with 250 points is the team from Hillsdale. Leading the way right now with 290 points is the team from Lake Center Christian. But anything can happen now because it's time for the Picture Perfect round. Each correct answer here is worth 10 points. But a wrong answer or no answer will cost you 10 points. All three teams play. So, hands on the buzzer, eyes on that monitor. All set? Here we go. This is an elaborate illustration from a 14th century edition of what holy book of Islam? Lake Center Christian.
Quran.
Quran is correct. This Civil War photograph shows the Army of the Potomac, then under the command of what Union general nicknamed Little Mac? Answer there is McClellan. McClellan. This tiara, worn by what French queen who came to a bad end after marrying Louis XVI of France? Lake Center Christian.
Marie Antoinette.
That is correct. This one, we ask you to evaluate this expression. Hillsdale.
0.4.
4/10. That is correct. Yes. 0.4, correct? Yes, that's right. This type of eagle got its original name because it was believed to eat what small primates whose varieties include rhesus? Hillsdale.
Monkey.
Monkey, correct. The Tyndall effect can be seen in which of these? Answer, gelatin in water. Lorraine Hansberry won a place in the limelight with her play titled A Raisin in what? St. John.
The Sun.
A Raisin in the Sun, correct. This Cleveland Magazine issue looks at many Cleveland icons, including the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, which was built to honor veterans from what war, the largest armed conflict on American soil? Hillsdale.
The U.S. Civil War.
The Civil War is correct, and that is the end of that round. We'll be back with more Nordson Academic Challenge right after this. All right, let's welcome the team advisors now. From Hillsdale, it's Tom Selvage. From Lake Center Christian, Sharon Martin and Jennifer Neal are here today. Thanks for being here. And from St. John, we have Bob Delgosh and Sandy Club. Thanks for being here. Thanks for what you do with our kids. Thank you so much. All right, now it's time for our Mix It Up round. One at a time, I'll ask each team 6 questions. A correct response is worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer in this round. Any team answering all 6 questions correctly receives what? 25 bonus points. First up, Lake Center Christian. All set? You can begin this round with another 20 points if you find in this phrase the name of a major Spanish city.
Madrid.
Madrid is correct. These events were all significant space exploration. Please arrange them in chronological order, starting with the earliest. Answer?
Moon landing, first American woman in space, and the SpaceX spacecraft.
That is correct. Way to go. You would check out this volume of an old encyclopedia to gather information about what chemical element whose symbol is K.
Potassium.
Potassium is correct. This term describes a group of what kind of very small dogs named for a state in Mexico?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua is correct. Which of these scientists is credited with the discovery of X-rays?
Luther Burbank.
William Röntgen is the answer. William Röntgen. You can complete this mathematical pun by adding the function defined as the ratio of the length of the opposite side to the length of the hypotenuse.
Sine.
Sine is correct. Way to go, Lake Center Christian. Good job. All right. Up next is the team from Hillsdale. Hillsdale, all set. These questions just for you. Here we go. Turn your attention from dinner to North Africa, and you can find the hidden name of what country whose capital is Tripoli. Answer?
Algeria.
Libya. Libya. These women have all made their mark on American history. Please arrange them in chronological order. Answer?
Sacagawea. Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
That is correct. In this volume of an old encyclopedia, you would find information about what heavy metal, whose symbol is Pb.
Lead.
Lead is correct. These words are used to describe a group of what kind of fish, such as hammerhead or mako, and can cause swimmers to shiver in fear.
Sharks.
Sharks, correct. Which of these is a fatty substance obtained from sheep's wool?
Lanolin.
Lanolin is correct. You can complete this comment from Martin Luther by adding what cardiac organ of the body that has atria and ventricles?
Heart.
Heart is correct, Hillsdale. Way to go. Good round. Alrighty, and finally in this round is the team from St. John. All set? These questions just for you. Here we go. Hidden in this phrase is the name of what cape located at the tip of South America?
Horn.
Horn is correct. American troops fought in all three of these battles. Can you arrange them in correct chronological order?
Trenton, Chancellorsville, and the Bulge.
That is correct. This volume of an old encyclopedia would tell you about what large organ of the body that secretes bile and stores glycogen. Answer?
Liver.
Liver's correct. Birdwatchers might use these words to describe a group of what tall pink aquatic birds often seen standing on one leg?
Flamingo.
Flamingo is correct. Of these three inventors, which one do you associate with a process for manufacturing steel?
Bessemer.
Bessemer's correct, and that was big because this question is now for the bonus points. You can complete these words from Thomas Edison with what number? Equal to 10 to the fourth power.
1,000.
Excuse me?
10,000.
10,000 is correct, and that's good for the bonus points. That is the end of our round. We will be back with our final and deciding grab bag round. That's coming up right after this.
To stay up to date on everything academic, visit us online at news5cleveland.com/academic challenge and watch full episodes on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and other devices.
Oh, we have a tight one for you here. Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap the scores so far. In third place right now with 380 points is the team from Hillsdale. In second place with 395 points is the team from St. John. Leading the way right now with 410 points is the team from Lake Center Christian. All right, but now it's time for the grab bag round. In this free-for-all, every correct answer here is worth 20 points. But a team loses 20 points for a wrong answer or no answer. We also have some visual questions on the monitor. Those are worth 30 points, but be careful because an incorrect answer will cost you 30 points there. Again, this is for all three teams. All set? This is it. Here we go. A recent electrical failure in Arkansas was blamed on what same rodents blamed centuries ago for spreading bubonic plague? Hillsdale.
Mice.
Rats is the answer, rats. Winston Churchill could boast a great-great-grandparent from what New York Indian Confederation that included the Mohawk and Cayuga tribes? Answer is Iroquois. Iroquois. The Chief is the title of a recent biography of what man, the current Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Answer, John Roberts. John Roberts. Let's go to the monitor. The author of Tam O'Shanter and Auld Lang Syne is what 18th century Scottish poet? Who wrote those songs? Robert Burns is the answer. Of the 26 letters in our alphabet, how many name keys on a piano? Hillsdale.
8.
7. 7 is the answer. The British bombardment of what Baltimore fort inspired Francis Scott Key to write the Star-Spangled Lake Center Christian?
McHenry.
Fort McHenry is right. Choice. The ammeter is a commonly used scientific device. Does an ammeter measure current?
Current.
Lake Center Christian, current is correct. Go to the monitor. This phrase might suggest traveling by train, but you can rearrange the letters to name what Eastern European country where Sofia is the capital. That's our final buzzer. Hold on to that right now. All right. Hillsdale, you can't answer. I'm being told you can answer this. Go ahead.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria is the correct answer, and that was big. All right, now we go to our final scores. Let's check them right now. In third place with 370 points is the team from Hillsdale, just in the wire there, with 395 points. In second place is the team from St. John. And the winner of today's academic challenge with 450 points is the team from Lake Center Christian. Congratulations, what a game. Be sure to join us next time. We will feature teams from Black River, Northwestern, and St. Paul. Good one today. I'm Rob Powers. We'll see you soon for another Nordson Academic Challenge.
This has been the Nordson Academic Challenge.